pound speed.
Okay. First off, cheers. Thanks for doing this. Hi, my name's Alien. Welcome back to Driftopia, the podcast. Today, I'm very honored to have Jon. I've looked up to him for years. We've got lots to talk about. Thanks for coming to watch. Please subscribe. My first question to you is, where are you from originally?
What do you mean?
Like, where were you born?
I was born in Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh, crazy. I didn't know that. See? I learned something new already.
Yeah.
And then, after that?
I think I lived there till I was about 10. And then traveled in an RV for a few years.
Like, towards, still in the BC?
No, like across Canada and then around the States. And then my parents we moved to Florida for a couple of years.
Sweet.
Or for a year. And then White Rock. So White Rock when I was, I think, around 12.
Sweet. Do you have dual citizenship? Like, is your dad American and your mom's Canadian?
No.
So they're both Canadian?
Yeah. My dad, I don't know what he is. I think he might be dual. So he just get like awkward and like.
No. Hey, it doesn't matter. It's all good.
I don't like being like.
It's all good.
In front of the camera, and then my voice changes. Like I know how to.
No,
talk,
don't give a fuck on what you're saying. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what my dad is, but we lived in Florida, then came here, but we were just technically traveling, but we lived in Florida.
Sweet.
For a bit.
When did you get your first skateboard? Age, I guess.
I'm not sure. Probably around 10. My first real skateboard, it was a Jeff Phillips, my grandma who just died.
Bought you your first skateboard?
She died about a month ago.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
More important than the skateboard.
Yeah, for sure.
It's 99. Granny Jean, who my daughter has her middle name.
Amazing.
Nollie Jean. Got me a Jeff Phillips when I was living in Florida. That was my first, like, I want to get a real skateboard.
Yeah, like from a shop, like when you went and got your very, very first one.
Yeah, I asked my parents for a skateboard, and they got me a fucking basketball hoop because I'm supposed to be a certain person. We're all supposed to be certain people.
Yeah, for
my
sure.
My grandma got me a skateboard.
That's amazing. I guess she fucking knew what you wanted.
I never touched the basketball hoop.
That's awesome. What's your favorite thing about skateboarding?
What do you mean?
Like, at any time, from like when you first got your first skateboard to like the middle of your life when you're skateboarding tons to the end of like skateboarding in your career, what do you love about skateboarding? Like the feel of it in a way. I don't know. It's hard to explain, like, because I love it in so many ways too, right?
How?
I'm asking you a question, Jon.
I don't know. I mean, it's a hard question. I don't really skateboard.
It's all good.
What do I love about, like, what did I love about, or what do I...
Well, because, like, they had another question where it was, like, what got you into skateboarding, like, or who got you into skateboarding, too, so that could kind of coincide with the same question.
What do I love about, I obviously loved skateboarding in some capacity. I don't think I was like, oh my god, this... It was just a thing to, like...
You just started doing, then you got fixated on it, sort of thing. I kind of do it as an escape, like, to be honest. Like, if I had a shitty fucking day and I'm like, I go and skate, I kind of forget about a lot of stuff too, right? I don't know if that does that for you, but you get to like concentrate on something different, you know?
Yeah. How's this going so far? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely escape. I mean, I think it was just something that I could focus. It was something I could focus on, and it was mine. And but I think more than anything, it was like a way for me to like prove self-worth to myself versus like,
yeah,
I exist and I'm amazing. It was like, it was something I could just focus on. And then you could be like, have short-term goals that were like check marks where I don't know.
like learning tricks. You mean
like getting older, realizing that like, I mean, skateboarding. I'm glad skateboarding existed.
Are you glad it was a part of your life? Like, obviously,
it was a part of my life, and it's a part of my identity and everything else. But looking back on it, I don't think it was the most. Like, I wasn't like a carefree.
Did you play like other sports and stuff though, like before skateboarding, or was it just?
No, I mean, I did some other stuff, but it was all solo things. Like I skied.
Right.
Know?
That's why
it was just like I was by myself, and I was in my own head, and I was doing my own thing.
You're not like on a team, like how I played baseball, and you have to be on a team to actually fucking play baseball because you need a whole team, right?
Yeah. But I think like in hindsight, it was just like, I think a lot of, I don't know about these days, but like when I was growing up, I think a lot of the skateboarders were either people that wanted to be like, I'm part of this cool thing, or there were people that were just sort of lost or
for sure,
missing, broken in a way.
Totally, like
not broken, but like
like from broken homes. Like I can guarantee, almost every fucking person I knew from the White Rock Park was like, no fucking parent was together. Mm-hmm. It's all broken homes too. It just like, to me, it's rad to hear it from you. Like what you thought of it. Another question is.
Well, I don't think I've answered your question. I think my favorite thing about. I liked what it was. There was camaraderie and there was friends, and you were part of something that was like kind of bigger than yourself.
Well, for sure. I agree. You're an idol of mine, and so were tons of other skaters that looked up to you growing up. Who did you idolize and look up to when you started skateboarding? Obviously,
I don't want to give some big fucking preamble to every single question.
Was there skate videos that you grew up with too? Because there was.
Yeah, it's just like skateboarding was a piece of my life, and then there's been a lot in between where it's like it's hard to even
go back to that start.
And even just being on camera.
I understand.
There was. I mean, I grew up watching. Well, Matt Hensley.
Awesome.
Like those videos, like the H Street videos. Yeah, it's weird because you watch these old videos, or you watch videos. It's just weird thinking about things the way that you experienced them.
Back when.
And then, like, you think about it now, and it's a weird thought to be looking at some person on TV that you don't know anything about them, but you're watching like their style or their.
To me, I'm just like stoked because I grew up in a different generation of videos, and you were taught me like certain ways to film, and like you just watched so many videos before I even was born. So that's why it's cool to hear what you think about who you looked up to.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the very beginning it was like. But it's weird because it's like you're looking at somebody's skateboarding and you're looking at somebody's music, and you're like, I like that and I like that, and then it's like it forms an identity, even though it's like.
So you think
no idea, but like Matt Hensley and Ray Barbie and.
So you think if the song kind of sucked for the person's part, it would like you'd be like, that sucks.
You'd watch a video part and it would be like, this makes me feel something.
Totally.
And therefore you're like. Matt Hensley must be some rad dude.
Yeah.
Even though it's like,
You have no idea who he is.
is he?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Have you
Maybe?
have you ever met him?
No, I don't think so.
That's cool.
No.
Sweet.
But I'm just trying to think, like, who did I look up to?
I was just like, it was like the videos that were coming out. I wasn't even skating then, so I don't know. Like, what did you?
Yeah, it was like the old Powell videos and the H Street videos.
And the Plan B video with like Pat Duffy, that was like way further, like way further, like
that was a
way
bit
ahead.
later. And definitely in that video it was.
Like you'd already been skating for way longer once that kind of video came out.
Yeah, I mean, I was still figuring things out. It's
Yeah,
not like I'm
for sure.
handrails, or
Totally.
anything, but Pat Duffy. Who else was in that video? I remember Colin was in that video, and that was neat. Cause just like, I know Colin, and
Yeah, and he's from Canada too, which is rad.
yeah,
That's tough. It's a long time ago.
it's a long time ago.
I just remember Duffy's part, and like I didn't grow up with that video. I grew up with like the Zero videos and Welcome to Hell and the Toy Machine videos. You know, that's my generation. What was the first skateboard video you ever owned? Okay.
Probably
H3 video, Plan B.
it had to have been a Powell video. There was I don't even remember.
Yeah, they were huge
there was
back then.
Ban This and Propaganda. I think it was Ban This. There was like Ray Barbie and the Rubber Boys, and it's just like I remember that being the first video that was like
Groundbreaking to your like seeing.
well, just
it.
like this is it, like these guys, and it was a part. It was like I don't even fucking remember who it was. I just remember it was Ray Barbie and like Sky Mariano in that. Yeah. It was Ray Barbie, Guy Mariano, and they all shared a part. There's a lot of no complies.
I know, it's rad because to me, when I think of skate videos, music comes to my mind first before anything. Mm-hmm. And then the tricks, obviously, as I think about the song, too.
But there was that, like, we had a beta machine.
And you were just like...
And I remember, like, collecting stuff on beta. But yeah, I think that was one of the first.
Okay.
The Powell videos are the first videos where I was watching, like, this is skateboarding.
Yeah, like, and you started to, like, be like... started to like really get into it.
I need to have my hair like this and wear these sweatpants that had.
Yeah, because everyone was wearing sweatpants. There was no jeans back then, and like the wheels were bigger, and then they got super small in the 90s. That's when they got really fucking small.
Yeah.
I remember seeing footage of you with like fucking 40 wide. They're just massive pants.
I like those.
They got caught in my chain, and I broke my chin. I got like 12 stitches in my chin because of that. They're whatever the hell they were called.
I had a sewing machine, and I would make those.
Like you would just make them bigger.
I started out like customizing pants back in the day, like slit the side down and then add some material. But then I was like, I think I'm just gonna make my own. Cause I like corduroy.
Oh yeah, no, corduroy is sweet.
Corduroy, so I just make my own and make hoodies. Still sewing.
That's awesome.
Did all the upholstery in my van and.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. I know you did.
Most of the furniture in my house I've reupholstered.
Shit, you got to redo this. Like I want corduroy here. It would be sweet.
You're like depressed and you just sit down and sew and you're focused and it's like
it's like good to use your hands and your mind. Like that's
very therapeutic. It's like the fucking darkest thing you can do is sit there and sew and just like.
So you think all grandmas are dark because they sew and knit and macrame and
maybe
they're pretty awesome. What was the first trick you ever did on a handrail?
Well, I don't know. Like you kids these days, you're not a kid, but like no. I feel like people call caveman board slides. They call them boneless slides now these days.
Nah, fuck that. It's a caveman.
You hear that?
No, I never heard that. I'm not even gonna say it on this fucking show. There's no way. It's a caveman.
I think people call them boneless slides. But yeah, there was a wooden handrail. Kind of by my place in Ocean Park.
Ocean Park?
Remember, it was like there was a video store.
Oh, it's
And there was no run up, so you couldn't like skate it like a thing. But it was like basically a fat wood beam.
Oh yeah,
Like 3 stairs.
Caveman. That's
Caveman.
awesome. I thought for sure you'd say no slide. That's what I was betting. But
I think there was definitely cavemans before no slides.
well, and then you can get comfortable
I'm
with
trying to
it.
think of like the very early handrails. There used to be.
I know that video story too.
Before they redid the, I mean, I think they've redone it a few times, but before they redid the art gallery, there was like a 3-stair there.
Like where everyone ollies up and uses it in manual pads, or they do a trick up the stairs and then they do a trick down?
I don't think the stairs are even there anymore. Well, maybe a long time ago.
Like not where the ice arena is, sort of? Like where everyone ice skates? That
No, like the main, where
in the front, where like the lions are and shit?
where the lions are.
Okay.
There was like a 3-stair rail there, and I think that was one of the first
that's
handrails that I like ollied to the handrail versus.
I think Rick Howard like 180 nose grinded it, and it was square and
it was like fat, square,
Yeah.
but skinny.
yeah.
They were white.
Yeah, that's where the water fountain. They ripped the water fountain down. That's fucking awesome. What was the first sponsor you ever had? I'm gonna guess Board Kennel, but I can or was it even before that?
Was it Board Kennel? I'm pretty sure it was Board Kennel.
That's what I figured. What was your first photo in a magazine?
Do your viewers know what the Board Kennel was?
They will, as we question on.
What was the Board Kennel?
It was the best skate shop ever. And videos like this were made. We'll talk about that after, but it's okay.
Where was the skate shop?
White Rock, BC. Do you see this? This is the first time I've been questioned back. He's a pro.
What was the deal with Board Kennel?
We'll get into that, John. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
What was the first photo you had in a mag?
Fuck, I don't want to get these things wrong.
It's got to be concrete powder. That's the only way I can.
Well, it was definitely concrete powder. But I can't remember if I had like a little photo somewhere, but I remember when I was pretty young, I was visiting my grandma in Edmonton, and I got a call, someone saying, "You got the cover of Concrete Powder."
What was
I feel like that was my first
Do you
photo,
remember what it was?
but that seems like I would have probably had a photo before that photo, because it was a nose slide on the CIBC rails, but it was on not the side that we all skated forever.
Oh, that's the first one I ever board slid. It's that one at the bottom of the hill where there was I don't know why everyone's.
I don't know why no one ever skated those.
Those are awesome.
That was like, I feel like I had a nose slide on that, and I had a friend back. I haven't heard from him in like a million years, but no, I think I'm mixing. This is the thing. I don't even remember this fucking.
No, it's all.
Life.
No, it's
I
all.
I'm mixing stories like.
No, it's all fucking good.
I remember the hat I was wearing. It's like I don't wear hats.
Was it that? I know it's brown and it had a straight brim or some shit. I remember kind of the cover.
It was a black and white photo. So was it brown?
I'm colorblind, so I can't tell you.
I think it was a BC Lions hat, and I like took the stitching out, so it said
BC Lions hat.
So it said John's
instead of BC Lions.
Because John is my name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. How and when did the Board Kennel skate shop start?
I'm not sure, because there was a time that I moved to Las Vegas for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I think Board Kennel started like at the same time. It was
Doug Gordon was.
Well, it was Doug Gordon, but there was a girl named Chambray and her brother Matt Todd, and they had their dad Howie Todd.
I never knew all this. It's crazy.
And like Matt and Chambray were pretty good friends back in the day. So I don't know. Their dad somehow
like started the shop or something.
Was taken over, or if it was just started. But like Mike and Doug were kind of running it.
Yeah.
And
like worked for them, and then
the Todds were
like the curators, like they
owning.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
And at that point, it was like, not like anybody knows, but it was like in Uptown. like right on the corner of
So what? Oh,
16th.
that's where you guys had where the liquor store was.
Yeah.
On 60th and King George.
No.
Or sorry, 152nd and 16th.
It was up there.
Yeah, I forgot that it was there. And you guys had like a
wheelchair.
Yeah, and you had a pop machine, but it was served beers or something. You put beers in it at one point or something. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize. Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, we took a wheelchair from the hospital, and
that was just in Board Kennel.
Where we would practice wheelies, and then we'd do terrible things like going to the mall and like
send me on the mall. Oh, and pretend that somebody was hurt in a wheelchair and then flip it or something.
Yeah, we did bad things.
And then, so it started with them, and then kind of Doug and Geiger carried it on from there.
Yeah, I feel like I don't even know, but I think they bought them out for I don't even want to say.
Well, no, it doesn't matter.
But but anyways, but Doug and Mike kind of took it over. It moved down and completely, like when it started out, it was like this kind of a big skate shop, like all this product.
Yeah.
And then when Mike and Doug took it over, it like moved and completely simplified, and it was just like, I remember times where there was just like,
dude, I got my
like. There was like not even anything brand new in the store.
There was used boards on the rack.
Used boards on the rack. Like
I came my first pair of shoes. My mom was like, "They're on sale, Daniel," and it was a fucking size 8 and a size 10. Like I was like, "Thanks." I'm gonna tie this one like a football, and hopefully I can still ollie normal.
Yeah, that was awesome. I don't know how that.
And then, when it moved, did Gary Bone buy it when it was still on 152nd?
No,
when it got switched over, I can't remember.
Gary Bone wasn't initially, like he wasn't growing up there, so he came. I feel like. Oh man, this is weird. Because I don't really remember.
It's all good. I
feel like Gary Bone came. He was doing work experience. Like, could you
work experience to come into the skate shop with those guys? He used to put my grip tape on the bottom of my board.
Well, could you imagine being in high school and going to work experience? I think he grew up I think in Syria, so he came as work experience. So he was like,
what is this?
A new guy. But coming as work experience to this skate shop, it was like some used boards, and then like Mike sitting there silent behind the counter. It was
what
weird.
The one thing I do remember, I'd show up is my mom would drop me off, and she's like, "Okay, I'll be back in 20 minutes. Just pick out like a board or something." I'd walk in, and Mike was sleeping on the chair, and it said, "Sleeping. Come back in 5 minutes." It was ridiculous. I miss that guy though.
Yeah,
it made it really funny. Okay, what was it like to skate with John Miner and Mike Manzeri back in the day when you used to like ride for ATM Click?
Oh,
so we're getting older here. We're traveling. We're coming into it.
That was a pretty good time in my life. I feel like sort of the formative years of my. I don't know even what it was like. It was great.
Sweet.
Like I learned a lot. Not even from skateboarding, I think.
Were you guys all around the same age too, or is it?
I think so. I don't know.
Because when I looked it up and I didn't realize, but it was ATM Click like started by Mark Gonzalez. Like that was his.
I think a lot like before,
like
way before
long time ago. Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean I think. Yeah, I mean, I rode for the Board Kennel, and there was a sense it was like my friends, right?
Well, I'd see footage. My first Board Kennel that I saw wasn't even. It was called Board Kennel video, and I was just like, I got it for Christmas, and I was like, what is this? And then I couldn't stop watching it, and then I'd see footage of you skating down in Santa Rosa with those guys. That was like the footage that I saw.
I don't even remember which one, but yeah, we were making videos. Like it was like I had 2 VCRs and just. It was just friends, so it was completely comfortable, and I wasn't even really totally like I'm gonna try to get sponsored or whatever. But then wait, when ATM happened, yeah, it was awesome.
You were just so stoked to like skate with those guys, and everybody felt
No.
the same. And
It was just, yeah, I mean, it was kind of quiet, and it wasn't just skateboarding. Like,
did you already know them, or did you like go down and be like, "Hey, do you want to ride for ATM Click?" And then
I
it
was
was
just
like,
trying to think of how that even happened. Because I know there was some crossover, like.
did Mike Russick ride for them too, or was that?
No, I met him.
I thought he was from the same area.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember how it all happened. I don't know. It was a completely cold call. I know that I went down there and skated with Mike Manzuri. I think we met up in San Francisco, and then at the time I had this white van, and I'd just sort of drive back and forth. And I think I was living in Las Vegas.
That's when you
And then
met them
I
for the first
was
time.
sort of driving back and forth to.
Oh, that's even closer than driving fucking 20 hours.
Yeah. No, but it was an amazing time and experience, and at first a very good first and probably unrealistic experience in terms of like sponsorship. Like, it was a bunch of kind of humble and
It was inspiring
and
though too,
rad
bro.
people,
Yeah,
and,
for
like,
sure.
I'd watch Mike and he'd be editing, and so I learned so much. Well, I mean, everything that I do now for a living.
Well,
that was sort of
that's kind of my
the
next
spawn of it. Like, he's like editing, and he had these machines, and
you're like, what's this? You know,
and
like,
so it's just like, wow, you can do this. And I was like filming things and stuff, but I had no idea about that side of the.
you were just like skating, and then you're like, whoa, what is this whole other thing? That's kind of my next question, because it was.
Yeah.
I
mean, they were amazing. The whole team, like Brian Gaberman, Chip Van Ham, like.
Oh yeah, I forget.
It's not like I talk to any of these people
For sure
anymore,
but it was your past, which is cool.
They were like, that was kind of the
sweet, and like
the time and the idea of, like, in my head, like, if I had a skateboard team, it's like that's what it would. That was the best. It was like, this is what it is, and if it's not going to be this, it's
not worth it.
It's not anything,
Yeah. Isn't it kind of crazy that you all became amazing cinematographers, videographers? For example, John Miner making Stay Gold America video, Mike Manzari making the S video Manic Madi. It's like you just said, pretty much like you watched him back in the day being like, this guy is just so into editing and making videos. I just think that it's cool that you all became such amazing cinematographers and like love film and in every aspect about it.
Yeah, and then me, I'm like,
shut the fuck up. But I just think that's really cool that you.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah, what is that? I mean,
it's weird to me. It's like not ever all my friends that I grew up with skating became the same sort of. Like you just explained how stoked you were to be on that team, and then you all have something such in common in the end.
Well, I think there's just different types of personalities, right? And I think maybe that's what I liked about ATM at the time, was it felt like the personalities were almost more. Because yeah, if you look at like the skateboarding and visual style or look of people. A lot of teams. What am I trying to say here?
It seemed like
it's like there's like, with a lot of teams you can be like, yeah, they suit that team because of their physical, the way
what they're wearing, or
and the type of tricks they do. Yeah, at the time I feel like ATM. It seems like they pulled in a certain kind of personality type where it wasn't like, oh my god, woohoo, check me out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, check out what they're wearing. It felt like a very diverse team. But then there was something that was very similar about them, and I felt like it was more the people that rode for them. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, but it is.
I just thought that was cool.
Interesting. I mean, I know I was filming my friends, and I was into filming, and I was quiet. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like the camera work in my life, and the camera, it's like it's been me hiding behind a camera
For sure, and that's why
it's like it's a way to be around people.
Totally.
Like, I don't have to talk to you. We don't have to sit here and talk about sports because I could care less
For
about
sure.
sports or care less about skateboarding or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But like we're together and we're doing something or we're making something.
Yeah, totally.
And we're all a part of it. But yeah.
That's awesome. Like,
but those guys definitely were an influence on my.
On your like getting into like.
Just opening my eyes to like. Because I was around when Mike was making Come Together, and I'm just like seeing him picking music and putting the things together. I was just like,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Why did you end up quitting ATM Click in the end?
I don't even remember. I think that. I don't want to say stuff because I just remember there was a bunch of drama, and it was like Mike. I know that Mike was, like, doing everything.
Yeah.
And at one point,
it's just too much.
This is probably completely wrong. I have no idea.
It's okay.
But
We can skip it if you want.
He quit, and this was what was kind of amazing too. It was just like,
as soon as he quit, everyone was like,
and so everyone else was just like,
fuck it.
Yeah, we quit.
Because you're all a team. You're a family together.
So I don't even think it was like we quit. It was just like, yeah. Well, if Mike's not there, then
what's the point?
There's no anything. And I think that I feel like we all just walked at the same time.
Okay.
Which is, I mean, goes back to kind of what I said before.
For sure.
Well, it didn't seem like this.
It won't work if we're not all together.
Yeah, but it was also my first experience with like an actual
team,
like business or a team, you know,
being sponsored by everyone together.
Yeah.
How did you get on Foundation?
I think that Mike Manzuria rode for Pig Wheels.
Yeah.
And I believe that he talked to Josh, or somehow I ended up getting on Pig Wheels through Mike Manzuri and meeting Josh Beagle. And then, so I was riding for Pig. And then when ATM finished, I feel like it was right around, was it Welcome to Hell, where Zero had a little...
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
A little commercial in it for Zero.
Yeah.
Where it didn't, I don't even think it really said what it was. It was like...
I know it, and it had
I think everybody thought it was a
It had
company.
Kopelman, or what the fuck's his name? It had an ad. It was like a quick ad in it. Did it have that song like didn't? Or fuck, I won't even try to sing it.
Well, anyways, it was like no one. I remember at the time it was like we didn't even really know, was it Zero a skateboard company or is it a clothing company? What is it?
But did you know about like? Oh yeah, I guess it was brand new and you didn't know who owned it or anything.
No, I mean we knew it was. I knew it was Jamie's thing. But yeah, so I figured it's a brand new company just starting up.
Yeah.
And then I knew Josh because I was riding for Pig at the time, and then so I sent a video to Josh being like, "Can you give this to Jamie?" And then I feel like, yeah, and then I remember getting a voicemail from Josh being like, "Talk to the team, and do you want to ride for Foundation?" And I was like, "Well, yes."
But you're like, wait a minute.
But I mean, I never thought I was like, I don't know. It's weird to talk about because I don't want these things to get like, it doesn't.
Oh no, it doesn't fucking matter, man. It's like.
But no, at the time, yeah, I mean, at the time, Foundation was like kind of huge, and then Zero was like just sort of starting, and it kind of made sense, and it seemed. Because
to be honest,
it seemed perfect.
To be honest, you fucking were wearing.
And I was wearing all.
You'd wear that Zero sweater all the fucking time.
Yeah, no, I mean it was like it seemed absolutely perfect. But then when, and I felt safe with Josh as a human being,
because you met him.
It's not just companies for me. It is. I mean, I like to think it's more about people and
Yeah,
relationships
for sure.
and stuff. And I felt, I mean, I didn't know Josh super well at the time when I was riding for Pig, but I felt like he's one of the first people outside of the people in ATM, and we were comfortable and we were friends.
And you'd probably like, would you watch like Rolling Thunder and all that stuff, and like
that was sort of like the best of the best, but I was never like, I'm this fucking rad skateboarder, I'm gonna go and try and ride for Foundation. And so when Josh called, it just felt very like not comfortable, but like it felt
you're like right,
natural.
yeah,
that would be
okay.
good.
Well, I reached out to Jamie Thomas. And I quote, I called him and I asked him to ride for Zero, and he told me.
Wait, what?
I reached out to Jamie Thomas.
Okay.
And I'm quoting him. I called him, asked him to ride for Zero, and he told me I already ride for Foundation. Josh Beagle called me last week. I was pissed. I asked him what he wanted to do, and he said he felt bad. He already said yes, so he stayed on Foundation. A lot of the first part of his sponsoring video was in his first part. I always felt like he should have been on Zero.
I can't fucking redo my life.
No, I know, of course. I know. I just think it's rad that Jamie was like, "Fuck, I wish he was on Zero." Because to me, when I saw your footage, I was like, "Fucking handrails," and like, it is what it is. I think it's awesome.
That's the thing is like people are fucking idiots, and like kids are stupid, and they don't know what they're doing, and yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but and then he also said, as a funny thing, like, because I asked him like, is there anything funny about John from like the Tommieto tours, and he said we called him Spits because he smoked cigarettes nonstop when we weren't in the van, and he spit every 2 seconds.
It was Jim Greco, and we did a Canada tour, and it was that Spits like I think it's sunflower.
Oh, the sunflower seeds, yeah.
I don't think maybe I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I remember that tour though. You guys showed up, like everyone was on that tour. It was like the Toy Machine team, like Bam was on there, and then you guys showed up at the White Rock Park for right before Some City Jam, I think it was too.
Yeah.
I think the first time we met, you were trying to backlip Long Pots rail downtown van, and you got super close, and I came up to you and I was like, if you land it next try, I'll board slide it. The next try you landed it, and I was like, oh fuck, I haven't even board slid the small one yet. After you landed it, I figured, oh, he's stoked, he'll just pack up and leave. But no, you held me to it. You pulled out the camera and said, okay, Alien, it's your turn. I ended up sacking, eating shit, but landed it after, and that was the first clip I ever had in the Board Kennel video, in the front section, I think it was. I thought that was rad. Because do you remember when you backflipped that? That was in the...
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah, I just thought that was cool because... I know that wasn't really a question. I was stoked because that was like the first clip I ever had in a skate video.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember... Yeah,
just
you were a pretty little kid.
I'm just making a fucking bet with somebody I have no idea who it is, and I'm like... I was just stoked to watch somebody skate a handrail like that. Like got me so stoked.
Yeah, I remember that. You were going pretty slow too, right? Like.
Yeah, I guess. I knew I was gonna fucking sack, but slams are better than lands half the time when we used to film. You always had the best songs in your parts. Did you choose them every time?
Yes. I think
that's fucking awesome.
I'm trying to even think. Like
some people they can't even choose their own songs anymore because there's just so.
Well, back then it's
you
like,
could do whatever you want. Everything was on VHS.
It was Pink Floyd.
It didn't matter. You're not paying for anything.
I'm trying to think of video parts. Well, no, what was it in the ATM video? No, yeah, that was the David Bowie.
Sweet.
And then Nirvana a bunch of times, and yeah.
What was your first pro board graphic for Foundation?
was like some atomic green
Oh yeah,
thingies.
with the weird faces, like they're like.
Nah, it was like semen, like jizz, you know.
Okay.
No, like you know, like I don't even know, like circles.
So it wasn't
dots.
this one, or that's like.
No,
And that's the one they designed.
that's Todd Swank drew that one, and that was one. I mean, well, it was a bit. I mean, I didn't know how this stuff worked, right? But like a lot of the graphics other people drew, I didn't have a lot of involvement in what graphics were. But that was one I asked Todd, if he would draw something like in the traditional. Like I always loved the. Oh yeah, I'm comfortable. No, it's okay. It's okay. Like the whippersnappers drawings that he did, and yeah, it's weird. I mean, I have the like retardo drawing.
I remember that. Yeah.
Of a child with a disability, but like the retardo graphics. Like I loved his style of drawing.
Yeah.
And so I asked him to draw something, and I can't remember if.
And that was just for you too, or is that
existed.
everyone else on the team got kind of like a different one?
I can't remember.
And this was like the one they just re-released, 30-year reunion, or
I think so.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
But yeah, that was one of my favorites.
And then your first actual graphic was Slugger's face, and it was like in a human body.
No, that was
later on?
Like most of them, honestly, like a lot of them, I'd give input. Like I remember, I think it was Ben Horton drew one, and I was just like, or a few of them. And I was really into horror movies and stuff, so it's like,
Yeah.
can you make something like Texas Chainsaw Massacre themed, or Evil Dead themed, or whatever? And
Because you had a
but
carrot.
a lot of them were just made, but then there was a few that I was like, I kind of want to do something like this, and I liked those ones. But I remember there was another one. I went on some tour, and there was a weird bar in New York. Not that I like go to bars in New York and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, is that a bar in New York? But like there was a painting of this like girl, and she was like depressed, and she was looking down the table or bar and holding this knife. I mean, what am I talking about? I don't think that even became a graphic. But there was a graphic. There was a graphic I wanted to have,
there you
but
go.
that never happened.
Because you did a carry one where your fucking face was covered in blood too. That was amazing.
I think that one was just a photo that I took, and I ended up using it as a board graphic. No, but there was the one where there was the slasher one.
Yeah,
and that was like something I kind of wanted to do. I feel like it was almost like a rip-off of a Chad Muska graphic in a way.
But is that the skit we filmed that one time, and you're like running through the forest and like, I remember that one.
But yeah, no, the Dog Boy one, that was Tim Bishop, another friend from White Rock. That was the first one that was kind of personal. It was my dog, and my friend.
Totally.
And it was like our little groups thing. Like he drew it.
Sweet.
And it ended up being a graphic, and I mean, I got a tattoo, and
I love that board.
Yeah.
You've had tons of gnarly slams over the years of skateboarding. What do you think the worst one was?
I don't know.
We were at UBC one time, and you fucking hit your head trying to Smith grind the kink drill in a line, and you like landed backwards, and I remember you like tried to step up really quick, and I was like, holy fuck. Because you got fully knocked out. But when you got up, there's tile there on the landing, and you just had like a perfect... Like on your back, it was like crazy cut out perfect tile.
Okay, we'll say that was the one.
Okay, that was the one. I feel like you are a huge pioneer in handrail skateboarding with doing tricks I've never seen done down rails before. Like the tailside front shove down pots. Do you have a trick list? Did you have a trick list? Filming your parts Or did you just push yourself to do different stuff, like different tricks that you've never seen before for your video parts?
I don't know. I mean, I think everything back then was just like
Like, were you trying to do stuff that you'd never seen in videos before, like to like push yourself?
I think everybody was,
For sure.
right?
Or
But
like,
it's like you do a trick, and then it's like, well, how do I do a new trick? And I've already done a tail slide.
just add a shove.
So what do you do after you do a tail slide? I don't know. You can do it to backwards,
I get
or
it,
you
yeah.
could do it to forwards, or you could
I think a shove is way gnarlier, though. That's why I
And
think
then
it's
you
crazy.
maybe do a shove.
You also did this crazy trick in your art bars part where you grinded a ledge, but it goes between your board and the wheels. Did you mean to do that? You know the one I'm talking about, where you're like, the ledge goes like in, here's your board and here's your wheel, and it goes in here and you grind? It was like a weird, I think it was a Richmond. Do you remember that?
Yeah, well, could it be an accident?
I don't fucking know. You're the one that did, you're the one that did it. Sounds like it wasn't an accident, I guess.
No, I mean, it was one of those things where it was like a spot's dictating what you can do. I mean, sure, I could have grinded the ledge, but it's not like it was some amazing epic ledge. It was like it was a piece of
super
concrete that was super thin, and it would be like, this would be a funny thing to do, or not, or whatever. It would be something
different. That's
something different.
That's
just
what,
like,
that's what I liked about all your parts. You just like try to skate something completely different than I've ever seen skated too. Who was the most fun to tour with?
fun.
That you can remember, like fun to hang out with. Like I'm talking like it could be Foundation Tour, Tom Yetto tours, ATM Click, like your friends growing up, anything.
I mean, I don't really look at things as fun. I look at things as like what feels
memories, like so, like what
comfortable and safe, and
okay.
I don't know. I'm not really like I'm not.
Not a fun. No.
I'm not really fun. No, but I mean, I liked all of it for different reasons. But I mean, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, so and so.
No, I
like,
know.
Like, obviously, my friends in White Rock that I grew up with, that I was around all the time. It was like we were a lot more comfortable
For
than
sure.
like hopping in a tour with. I'm not somebody that's gonna hop in a van with people that are acquaintances and be like, I'm super comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm skateboarding with them, and there's fun times and stuff, but obviously the people that I connected with,
So, like the Board Kennel trips
more
we would go on were
sort
so
of-
fun too, right?
the people I connected with more like personally and actually got to know, it's just like you feel comfortable, and they feel more like actual friends than
just
like
hanging out with a couple times a year with
some like bros.
Yeah.
You know?
Where's the best place you ever like traveled to skate that you found was really cool? You got to travel a lot too.
I mean, everywhere is awesome. I mean, that sort of goes through the back thing. It depends on who you're with.
Right. I heard you created a spot book for pretty much every spot that you found in the entire Lower Mainland. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, not every spot, but like.
What spot you're stoked on that you had just to put in your list, obviously?
Yeah, we didn't have like Google Maps. So
Well, that's what
I had a map book.
Like one you buy from like a gas station, and would you put stickers and like notes and shit?
I had a legend, like a separate book.
Yeah.
And I know I went to like every single school, or kind of, well, every single school for sure, but then also every yeah, I mean, I would,
From like fucking Abbotsford to North Van to Surrey, like everywhere. That's crazy.
still have it.
I asked you about it years ago, and that's cool that you still have it. We should put it in the fucking epoxy and just no one can ever open it. Where did the bench come from that was in so many of your video parts and magazines?
I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I know where they came. They came from pretty close to where I lived at my mom's house.
Ocean Park?
In Ocean Park.
Yeah.
At the Safeway, there was two of them. and I think they renovated and they threw them in like in
Some
the
bin or
garbage like,
something?
in the bin in the back, and then somebody grabbed them. And I mean, I had skated those things for forever, like since I was.
That was the first Board
Like,
Kennel video that I remember you just skating the shit out of the tops of them.
Yeah, but even before that, like learning how to nose slide something, it was on those benches.
Sweet.
Yeah, I ended up taking one, had it forever. I figured I'd grow old and like have it at my house and refinish it, and
sit on it.
but I live in Vancouver and it got stolen out of my yard, and that's gone now. Because somebody wanted
To have a
to
bench.
get like $4 for scrap metal.
I don't think it's scrap. I think it's sitting in a bush somewhere, hopefully. Do you miss driving around and looking at skate spots when, like, back in the day? Well, me and you did today, slightly. It's pretty fun, to a degree. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't. It was a different time in my life where there was
For sure.
space to like look around and think about myself.
For sure.
What I wanted to do, and that doesn't really.
Do you ever, like, still, like, when you're driving, you're like, oh, maybe that's... Like, even though I just build custom furniture and I skate sometimes, I still, like, I'm driving down the road, I'm like, in my head, I don't say it out loud, but I'm like, oh, that could be skatable, maybe. Does that really?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I think that it's kind of impossible, and you sort of
You've gone through that many years without,
train your brain to like, yeah, and I do. I mean, I look at things, and that's one of the reasons I don't really step on a skateboard these days, because it's just like that is still in you, even though it's part of your past, and
yeah.
Yeah, like wanting and thinking like I'd like to do this, but your body's
She's like, no.
no.
I personally think all the Board Kennel videos you made were masterpieces. You gave each person a full intro like we were in a movie, like we were movie stars in our own way. What was your favorite thing about creating those videos?
It felt good.
And you knew everybody, and it was, I think that's what's funny. We all hung out so much too, and it's like your town that you're from too. Or did that really matter?
That's not my answer.
Okay,
That's your answer.
it's true.
No. Favorite thing about making those. I mean, it was. Yeah, it was learning a new thing, doing a new. I've always liked just documenting, and I cared about the people in it, and it just felt like a nice way to. I don't know. It felt like sort of celebrating, and
The times they were having, because you like documented pretty much my fucking whole childhood, plus all my other best friends' childhood. That's all we did was skate, and you filmed like pretty much everything. If it wasn't for you guys,
yeah.
it just was. Yeah, it was so rad.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a favorite thing. It was more just like it was a fun. It was a good. I mean, it was another thing where it was just like checklists too. Like, wow, I made a video.
Yeah.
And therefore,
Let's do
I
one.
feel something, and
You're just stoked on it. What's happening with the Board Kennel documentary? These are people that have asked, quite a few people, because I said on my Instagram on Driftopia, I said, if anybody's got any questions for Jon, please message me. And like quite a few people were like, what's happening with the Board Kennel documentary? They're just really stoked on, like, in the last time, was the last thing you posted was like of Hollywood, wasn't it? Like a quick,
I can't
it
remember.
was years ago, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's something that I'm doing and want to do,
yeah,
but it's gonna
take time.
yeah. I mean, I got life to deal with. Not really interested in. Some people have brought up like funding or yeah. I don't. It's like it's something that can only be made once.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for sure.
But it's also something that it's
Takes
obviously
fucking
going to have to
time.
be a passion project. And so it's been in spurts. Like I'll have some free time and gain momentum and digitize all this footage and then get excited, and then life takes over.
Yeah.
The last few years have been pretty rough, so I have no idea. But I mean, it's something that's like, yeah, I mean, it would be a bummer to die and not make it.
For sure, but you're not
Really
going to die anytime soon. But
I'm just saying. But realistically, like, it would be a bummer to not make it. I'm planning to make it, but I also don't want to even. I think I sort of fucked myself by not publicizing, but talking about making it, and then a lot of people started talking about me making it, and then it was just like, well, I'm not making it.
But isn't
not making
for
it,
sure?
but just like,
But isn't it cool that people still care? I think that's pretty rad.
I mean, I think it is. Yeah, I mean that's amazing, and I mean I totally want to, and it's like it's.
And then no pressure.
But even
It's
now,
like-
but I just feel like.
No. I just think it was
But I
rad
feel like
that
I
people
have
would
had-
ask me that one question. I'm like, well, that's pretty crazy. Like, because you would only.
Yeah, no, I'm a pretty isolated person, and I think that when I started talking about doing it, it felt like fun, like make some posts on Instagram, and then all of a sudden it felt like there was like expectations, and then it kind of scared the shit out of me, and I'm just like,
Well, for sure.
let me just bring this back in and not have it be
Yeah.
there, and like.
And you guys got to understand, he has to go through like VHS tapes, has to digitize those. Like, I've given him alone like 15 VHSs, and that's just me. So there's so many more that he has to go through too, and just like high 8 and everything.
I've gone through everything, and I've got it all
Jesus.
logged and digitized. So all that stuff is done. It's a matter of now.
Fucking editing it and trying to, you have to do all the interviews and too, right?
Yeah, turning into an actual production where I sit down and talk to people. And it started that. Like, I mean, I shot an interview with you.
And Hollywood too, I think.
No,
Or you did like a mini one at the house or something, a
just-
teaser or something.
Just basically you as an actual interview. Yeah, no, I mean, it was hard because I got pretty excited, and I was like, and this is the way life works.
For sure.
Reality, it's just like if I'm not being, I've got to feed my daughter, right?
Totally.
And deal with responsibilities in life, and it's something that's there, but it's going to come when there's space. And
Oh, for sure, and no fucking pressure at all. I'm stoked that it's actually a thing and an idea that.
we don't have to fight
Okay,
about it, okay?
Fine.
I'm working on it. Fuck.
let me get to a
Leave
good
me
question
alone.
then. Remember when we tied a shoelace to the flat bar and told Swell to grind over the gap into the parking lot, and he pretty much died?
Wait, what?
Remember when you're like, your van was parked in the back? It's in the Board Kennel video, and it's like one of his first tricks. And it's just a flat bar, the same gap.
I
that
remember
Dave,
that, but
Major
what's
Dave
the?
used to-
Yeah, but what was with the shoelace?
That was the only way it was gonna stay solid, and we used the shoelace. And he grinded over it, but he's stuck, and that's why we're gonna post the footage right here. Just because I think that slam is so gnarly.
Yeah, I mean,
He did it after he landed it, but that was.
it's weird to think. I mean, I don't remember a ton about my past, but like things were pretty stupid. We did some
crazy shit. So it's good we're still alive. And we have all of our limbs. Like I said, I asked all of our close friends to ask some questions. Hollywood asks if there are any horror films he likes from the past 10 years, or if all the good ones are from decades ago. And also ask if you've seen Midsummer.
I have not. I don't really watch many new movies.
So,
I mean, I used to watch a lot of movies. I mostly watch old movies still.
I do the same thing.
I recently, like for the first time, I went to a movie. What was it called? Friendship. I went and saw Friendship.
Oh,
that was the
is
first
that
time I've.
Bill Murray, right?
No,
I'm thinking of a different one.
I mean, we already talked about that show. I think you should leave.
Yeah, we're gonna
You
watch
said
that after.
You said you hadn't seen it.
I hadn't. Unsolved Mysteries, though. Fuck, that's like
Yeah,
to me,
good.
that's my
a good
favorite.
show. No, I went and saw Friendship. That was pretty good, but I haven't really gone to any.
So you would say like definitely decades ago.
No, I feel like the last time me and Hollywood talked about like good horror movies, my list would still stand, and that was about 20 years ago.
Okay.
But I'm sure there's good stuff. Les
Ramsey asks, do you still like dill pickle chips?
Not really. You know, things change.
Huh. I used to like them too, and they got too fucking...
Yeah, salt and vinegar, you know, now. Pringles.
Good call. Mike Hasty asks, who was your favorite Ladner skater?
I don't know, probably Mike Hasty. Who was a Ladner skater?
He fucking knew you'd answer that.
Well, it was
John Baker, I guess. I don't know the other, like... there was Sean Wilson, there was like Tyler Dinwiddie.
Oh, was Tyler Dinwiddie a Ladner skater?
No. He was always there.
That's because he wanted to hang out with Mike Hasty. But
This is true.
Who was a Ladner skater?
It was pretty much Mike Hasty. And Sean Hayes, I guess. But he was from Tawasin. That doesn't count.
Well, I really like Sean Hayes.
Okay.
And I mean...
I'd
have to say Sean Hayes and Mike Hasty.
Okay. He'll be stoked on that, I'm sure. Leo Romero asks, what is your favorite action movie and what is your favorite comedy?
Action. Comedy, probably Airplane.
That's a pretty good one.
Action. I don't know. What is
He's going to say Die Hard for sure.
Not Die Hard.
Conan the Barbarian?
I feel like, I remember having a Conan the Barbarian, like a
box set? Oh, yeah, that's good.
No, like a centerfold from
with did it have like the snake attaching itself?
I can't remember. Maybe action, maybe. There was this movie called The Story of Ricky.
I never even seen that.
That was pretty good. But it might have been more of like a shock value movie.
Okay. Tell me something awesome about your daughter Amelie.
Everything. I don't know. It's a pretty general question. Kind of everything, but can you be more specific?
What's something you really love about her?
Same question. Everything? No, she's amazing. She's pretty inspiring. Honest and real.
Rad.
But you got to get more specific with a question.
I left it open-ended for you to...
Yeah, but put it back on you. She's
a fucking better dancer than I am, that's for sure.
She loves dancing. Goes to...
Zumba classes now, you said?
Just started Zumba. But she does there's a pretty amazing dance class called All Bodies Dance, and it's meant for all bodies.
Yeah.
Like there's old people, there's people with disabilities, there's basically anybody, and it's completely inclusive. People in wheelchairs and
awesome.
And you can kind of do your own thing. And it's been a pretty amazing community for her, and she does that twice a week.
And that's been like for the past couple of years?
Yeah, probably about 5 years.
Oh, right. That's cool that they have like everybody there too.
Yeah, she loves dancing. She's got a best friend, Tyler. He's always over, and that's pretty much what I do now.
Yeah.
Is hang out with these guys.
Sweet. What got you into editing and cinematography? I guess it kind of is the same thing as in the very beginning of when you started making skate videos.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've always been I've had issues with anxiety and depression, and I think that there's been things that I've wanted to do with my life and not knowing where I fit and hiding behind a camera. Like, it's a weird thing because it's like negative things are positive, but yeah, I think I've sort of like even hanging out, like I'd go into the skate park and everybody's like comfortable and having fun, and I'm like not comfortable.
For sure.
Right, and I'd be just filming and documenting, and I could just walk away and be away. It's like I never liked being around a bunch of people.
And social anxiety is a fucking real thing. Like, to this day, so many people deal with that more than...
Well, I also just don't... Yeah, it's not just social anxiety. It's like I just
want to be alone.
Well, I want to be alone, and I don't want to be alone. Yeah, it's a bit. It's. I mean, I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
Everyone is. Life.
Yeah, I mean, I like documenting things, and
like, did you watch? To me, documentaries got me so stoked on like wanting to, not necessarily the podcast, but like I started making my own time lapses, or when we built the Love Bowl and I wanted to film it, and I watched, kind of like mimicked certain stuff that you had done in the past, that I watch how you cut things, and everything has to be to a certain degree to music and stuff like that.
What was the question? Yeah, well, editing and cinema, I don't know. I mean, I like visual aesthetic matters to me.
Totally.
And I like documenting things, and I mean, it sort of makes sense. It's a way to sort of exist in the world where, and I'm also, like a bit of a voyeur, you know, like I like watching. It doesn't mean I want to interact, but I like watching people, because fucking people are like saying all these things, but it's like a lot of it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, like people having these conversations and talking about
nothing that really
things, and they're just like, but like what's happening, like the layer below that, where it's like, okay, he's uncomfortable or she's uncomfortable, and they're trying to do this, and like there's this subtext that's going on, and just watching people, and the way they interact with each other is
like when you're behind the lens, like you love watching.
Kind of, well, sort of. It's not necessarily when you're behind the camera, but it's just like there's a sort of obviously a voyeuristic aspect to it, where you're just like watching and analyzing things. Yeah, and then like with the stuff that I'm doing now, it's like you're kind of stripping down like people's things, and everybody's got something to say, and it's just like they're trying to sound a certain way, and it's just like, yeah, I like
That's
stories
sweet.
and finding like what's
driving people,
like not just like what like this is happening, but like why and what you actually mean versus what you're trying to present.
Yeah,
you know. So I don't know.
Sweet.
I like it, and I like the way things look. I like a certain order.
And thanks to Jon tonight, he made all the lights perfect, and this is probably going to be the best podcast because of everything set up.
I didn't do anything. I just took one light that was here and put it there.
The white balance, man. I don't know what the fuck you do to the camera. I'm sure it's the most clear.
I couldn't fucking figure out this camera, what the white balance, how to even set it. It's the exact same.
So with like cinematography, do you have someone you looked up to for a long time? Like, who's your favorite director of all time?
Not a director for cinema. I mean, there were cinematographers. Like I like the way that the first things that stood out for me in terms of cinematography were, well, there's certain movies where it was like, this is shot different. You know, there was a Japanese movie, Uzumaki. I don't even remember who directed or shot it, but it was like, this looks different than the movies that I watch.
Yeah.
But then a lot of the old movies from
I love foreign films for that, because you get to learn like they have different styles over the years of filming and how everything looks. I love that.
Yeah, but for me it was like there was a look in the 70s. I liked the slow zooms. I liked the slower pace and like the wider shots that were well composed. Like even things like Easy Rider and like we were talking about the Deer Hunter today. Those
for sure.
Things where it was like, but I think a lot of those too were very documentary feeling, where it was like the slice of life and camera further back, more fly on the wall versus face, but like, and also things that are well composed, like favorite cinematographer.
Like
is that what you asked?
Yeah, and or just like directors. You don't have to say one person. Like to me, like I love David Lynch and.
Yeah, I mean, I early days, it was just like Stanley Kubrick. I love the symmetry and
he
and
it's the way he hides stuff in the movies and the fucking I love his movies so much.
yes.
I don't know, like I didn't know who you were gonna say, but I thought maybe you'd say him, and you kind of did. Is it true you tried to book a room at the same hotel The Shining movie was filmed for your honeymoon back in the day?
I never had a honeymoon.
Or whatever it was. I don't know. Is it was this like a kind of like a
No, I
anniversary
mean,
or something?
I had really wanted to go to that. I can't even remember the name of it. It's not, the Overlook was what it was called in The Shining. Is it in Mount Hood?
You love The Shining a lot.
No, I mean, I wanted to go to stay in the hotel, but the hotel was just the exterior.
Yeah.
And that exists. And I thought it was in, is it Colorado?
I think so. I'm like 90% sure.
I don't know. You can look on a telephone.
Okay.
It'll tell you. Just write The Shining Hotel. But like, I had planned to go there. No, I never had a honeymoon.
I didn't mean honeymoon. I meant like it was like some anniversary or something. You worked for Disney at one point. How was that experience?
Pretty short-lived. Like, I was there after skateboarding. I worked for Electronic Arts, like in the video game world, and it's a pretty small, not small, but it's huge in Vancouver. Making videos, like marketing commercials and stuff like that. And then I went to Disney. I mean, EA was much more of a...
That's pretty much my next question.
There.
Like, how was that experience working at EA after?
I was there much longer. I mean, I went over to Disney for like a year, and then there was like a big team meeting, and it was just like, hey guys, we're shutting down. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, getting a severance was a new experience when I was just like, I feel like I just started. So, working for Disney was good.
And EA, working for them, was it strictly for the skate games? Like or is there tons of other different stuff that you did too there?
No, I mean, I worked there a lot before this skate game. I think I only worked on the first skate. But no, I was there before that doing commercials for other things. But like a lot of the stuff I was trying to incorporate. Like, I worked for a video department there that did marketing videos. And the boss was rad, and he was pretty open-minded, and so I was pushing, like, I got these 16mm cameras, let's get these athletes that are coming up to do these videos. So I like would shoot these sort of mini documentaries and stuff with like,
and they would like pay for the 16mm film and help out for the ideas and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they were paying for everything, so it was just, but it was pretty good.
Nice.
For a minute.
That's a cool, like, that you were able to just kind of like come up with an idea, and they're like, oh, that sounds good. You and Brad made a cool documentary years ago. It never really came out. Can you explain more about that?
Yeah, that was a bummer. I mean, I don't necessarily even...
Doesn't matter. We don't.
That sort of spawned out of EA Skate, because I had made a bunch of like marketing videos. Like, they were making the EA Skate game, and obviously there's people that are in the game.
Yeah.
And they were coming up to do like motion capture. And I was just like, well, we could make just videos with gameplay footage, but if these people are coming up there, instead of just filming them dancing around and like some spandex
with the balls on
them, all it would take was like sitting them down and for like half an hour shooting an interview, and then going out to some spot and shooting like a trick.
That's more personal.
Not even a good trick. It would be like we could make some actual good videos out of that. So did a series of those. Like, I can't remember who. Like, there was one with Mike Carroll and Ali Boulala, Mark Gonzalez, Jason Dill,
Dennis Buznitz, I think you said.
Jerry Sue, Dennis Buznitz. I'm gonna forget some, but I mean, I liked them, and they were different than like your traditional video game commercial because it was just like real people. And for me, it made more sense. Like, a video game's a video game, but if we can show these people as actual human beings, like,
It means more. I think that's.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was something that was like it felt more meaningful to me, at least.
Yeah.
But then this company was like, they wanted to do some. It was like Stars Media. They wanted to do some kind of partnership with EA about this game, and it was the city in that game was called San Vanalona. It was the city that they had built in the game was based on San Francisco, Vancouver, and Barcelona.
Cool.
This company wanted to do some kind of collaboration with EA, and I think they were excited about these little mini things that I was making. But anyways, I sort of pitched this idea of like we should do a documentary about like San Francisco, Vancouver, Barcelona because it ties into the game, and yeah, the whole thing was pretty stupid, but it was.
You enjoyed making it, but
Enjoyed making it because it was like, yes, green light, let's make this thing. And for me, it was my first sort of like making this thing, and it was a bummer because it sort of tied into my past, and I called in favors from people that like I actually cared about.
yeah, for sure.
And I kind of feel like a piece of shit because I mean I've only got my own ideas how it all went down, but like the shoot was amazing. It was like I brought on my friend Bradley Shepherd, and kind of pretended that he knew how to be a sound guy and sort of gave him, it was just like,
Yeah.
so it was like a comfortable situation. It was like we basically went around to, well, Vancouver where we live, and then San Francisco and Barcelona, and shot interviews and footage of all these great people. And yeah, I mean it was great, and the footage was good. And then even the way it was set up was like, it was a contract. It was my first time even dealing with a contract. It was like, everything was like, you get paid 25% of this, and then in the small print it was like, based on producer's approval, and everything was like based on producer's approval. And yeah, after we got back, shot everything, we had a producer that was coming along that was pretty eager to be a director.
That is.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even want to touch.
That's
it.
okay.
It was just a bummer because we got back, and it was just like they just disappeared.
Took the footage and disappeared.
Well, just everything disappeared. It was just like I thought I was going down to like help edit and direct the edit of this documentary, which I told people
that it was going to happen.
I was actually
like
making.
Took your like trust, you know.
Yeah, and like people that weren't actually even comfortable being
interviewed and
yeah,
that sucks.
And so they yeah, got
Just
home
never.
and I pretty much got ghosted. But like the guy that, I mean, this is the hard part because I don't fucking know how it all went down. Maybe I sucked. I have no idea. But the footage was rad, and the idea I thought was rad, and I thought that it was gonna be
You did. First off, you didn't suck. You just some bullshit corporation.
But
probably decided to fucking take the footage and not care.
well, regardless, the producer wanted to be a director and had his own idea, and I never heard from them. And then like 2 years later, Bradley called and said, oh, something like, my uncle at 3 a.m. saw this thing on TV that resembled, like, it was all our footage.
Jesus.
So he basically made the thing, and then at the end of it said like, I was the co-director of this thing. It's just like I had no idea it was even being
Jesus.
made. It was kind of a bummer, and that was a big reality check on like, you know, the world is not the entire world, but a lot of the world. It's
snaky. It's like
it's kind of fucked.
That sucks.
And that sort of really tainted.
Well, I'm glad you got to say that because, like, I mean,
stuff.
Fuck those guys, whoever did that to you. That's lame.
Yeah, but who knows? I mean,
do you feel that CGI has ruined new movies, like how older horror movies and all types of other movies? They spent so much time building props and backgrounds, and now it's all computer built. Like, I I don't know. I fucking hate CGI.
Don't care.
Okay.
No, I don't mean. I don't want to say that stuff and be like, your question is invalid. I mean, just like.
Doesn't really, because you like old movies. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's not even because I like old movies. I just. I don't know.
I just think there's so much more time put into like movies back then. That's why I enjoy watching them. I just think it's rad to see actual, like when you watch Star Wars, those are real fucking Ewoks. It's not some computer generated bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll forget about this next question.
What is it?
What are your thoughts on AI starting to be super mainstream in commercials and now even in movies? Soon there won't even be real actors.
I think it's interesting. You don't have coasters? I'm gonna ruin your wood here.
I'm not gonna give you this. That's okay. I bought this table for a reason.
I think it's interesting. I mean, and I do think about that a lot because I'm sure.
It's
I
weird.
don't know. I mean, yeah, it's weird.
Because you don't even know if you're watching a real fucking human.
Well, I feel for.
Like Hollywood's changing
I don't
crazy.
know. I mean, I'm pretty like isolated, and it's not like I'm some.
But you're not necessarily in the film industry. You're working with editing constantly, and I just think it's crazy that.
I think there's good things and there's bad things. I think it's going to be bad for people that are CG artists. I mean, it's not there yet, but like.
Because we can still tell the difference.
If you want to make a movie and design some fucking dragon flying through the sky, and it's a lot of very skilled workers doing that kind of work.
Okay.
It was, but pretty soon it's going to be like, make a dragon flying through the sky, and like people are going to lose their jobs.
Jesus.
And have to adapt. So I mean, it's a bummer, but and I mean, I probably should. Yeah, I mean, I like to think I'm a big picture thinker, but in reality, I'm also just like...
Go with the flow.
No, I'm not going with any flows. I'm just dealing with like one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out my existence. And I'm doing what I'm doing, and hopefully it works.
Yeah.
But
what's your favorite camera you own and why?
I don't want to like devalue the I don't.
They're all awesome cameras. I'm just saying, like, which one do you really enjoy? I can tell the one that you are filming constantly with when you've been here. John's he's here as well, filming a documentary that you guys a mini documentary, a short film. So I'm pretty stoked on that. That's why he's here.
I just don't want to come across as a dick. It's
okay.
Not a dick, but like I have favorite cameras, but I don't think any of the cameras that I have now are like favorite.
Do you have one that you can't afford because it's so expensive and insane?
I mean, I think anybody can. No, I mean I could fantasize about a different camera, but I don't think it would make a difference
in the quality.
Like any camera, I mean this little camera here is pretty tiny, but you don't need to have a better camera. Like, so
you think it's
I think
the
what
person
you're doing right here is more important than what that thing is over there, you know? Like,
but do you think the person filming, like setting the camera settings, is more important than how good the camera is?
What do you think?
Fucking right.
Yeah. No, I mean I could say I like Panasonic cameras, you know.
I didn't mean like the company name. I meant like the style, or you know what I mean, like.
I think I get what you're saying, and I think at a certain point in my life, and even now, there's cameras that I fantasize about, but they're old cameras. It's just like there's cameras.
You can't even get
there's cameras that I have.
Yeah.
That are like favorite cameras that I haven't touched in 15 years, and
just because you want to keep them.
No, just because they don't fit into like life, you know.
Cool.
And there's cameras that I've wanted forever, and that I'll probably eventually get, but doesn't mean that I'm going to be necessarily. No, I'm not like collecting, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's going to be something that I'm using on a
Daily basis.
Yeah, it's all just
It's all new to me. Like
tools, but there's a lot of cameras that I'm like, this is the
like that will be
thing
mine one
the
day.
way,
yeah.
and they're beautiful things, but it's more about like, this is the way they look, and potentially this is the photos.
For sure.
You know, there's you love Jeff Bridges, and he shoots with this camera, and you should probably end up getting one, and they're about to make a new company where they're re-releasing this camera that Jeff Bridges always shoots with.
See, I didn't know that.
Well, you should look into it, because it's an old camera.
I think I did see
like
like
swing lens. Shoots on it's like wide format film.
That's cool.
But they're going to be remaking that camera. I've always wanted one of the original ones that he shoots with.
Yeah. I did see some of his photos that he shot. And he actually shot on set. He met his wife, and he had shot a photo of them together with that camera. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
But they're I think him and his wife are part of the collaboration to
re-release it.
Re-release that camera.
That's fucking cool. Do you believe in aliens?
No. But I have seen them.
Okay.
But
Dogs.
I just don't really.
Dogs are humans.
What do you think?
Fucking dogs.
Yeah. No, I know. I make things. This is why I'm not a loud person. I mean, I complicate things in my head. I make things fucking complicated.
Okay, if you were stuck on an island.
Human. Well, the problem with that is that
if you were stuck on an island and you had to have a new human friend or a dog.
It depends on the human. It depends on the dog.
For fuck's sake. Okay. Next question is, tell me about your awesome dog, Gunther.
He's a fucking loser. Right, Gunther?
You want to say hi?
Are you a loser? Or are you a good boy or are you a bad boy?
Can you tell me about...
He's a good boy.
Oh, yeah, there he is. There.
He's Gunther.
You want to come on the bench? You can
come up. He came from none of it. He's
There you go. Come right here. There you go, buddy.
I don't need to tell you. He can just show you for himself.
Can you tell me a little bit about your Westfalia van?
All my answers are like the same answers.
Okay.
It's the best nightmare, and it's amazing. I mean, I love it.
It's a work in progress.
But at the same time, I think with everything in my life, it's like I commit to something, and it's just like, this is what it is. I love it, and it's become. I mean, I've had it for 15 years. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's rusting away, and there's constant problems, but it's become this thing, and I'm just so far into it that.
But I just love, like, when I go on your YouTube channel and I see the rad videos you post of you guys just going on like short camping trips, and you guys can do anything with that thing. It's so versatile.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I mean, it's become. I mean, I think I got it when. I mean, my daughter has special needs, and still to this day doesn't really have the. Like things like the concept of time doesn't really exist. So it's like sitting in the car and you'd be like, how long is it? It's like 10 minutes is the same thing as 10 hours.
Yeah.
And so I got this van thinking that like we could be driving and pull over and make a sandwich and play a game and make it more like a
adventure
moving little home versus like sitting in a seat belt, and it was amazing, and it totally worked because like, you know, there's the thing for the pop top, and she could use it as a monkey bar, and we'd pull over and make a sandwich.
Fucking awesome.
And so it really did become this like home away from home, and it's like it's tiny, and
that's all you really need, though. That's what's rad about it.
Yeah, and it's become it's I mean, I think I put emotional value on these things where it's just like
You can't
This is a stupid idea.
till the wheels fall off, pretty much.
Yeah, but it is amazing. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's also another thing, like I can focus on these check marks that need to be
Yeah,
checked off versus dealing with
I
the
see.
reality of the world.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, and I can just get in the car and go, and it's like it's kind of just set up, and so I spend a lot of time. Like I've got my daughter every other week, so if I'm not working and can just go, I can just
Adventure.
go.
Just gone.
Well, I'm not an adventure, but just exit.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean the camping is. I mean I don't really consider it camping. I like to just. I live in this. I got a very like scattered life. You know, I live in the city.
Would you say it's home away from home? Like when you can like still have the things you like? Like when I go camping.
No, it's
Oh, no, sorry.
exactly the opposite of home, and that's sort of what I like. I'm not going to be traveling to Paris and sipping wine at the fucking tip of the Eiffel Tower, but it's a way that like I can make an excuse to not answer my email, you know,
Right.
or not. I can just disappear.
Because you're at
Guess
like,
what, guys? I'm off grid, and I can just like press pause on things and sit.
Yeah.
And I'm not. For the most part, I'm not adventuring and like, yeah, like getting lost and exploring. I'm going out into nowhere and just.
Do you enjoy the solitude?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking awesome.
Enjoy the solitude. And
I
I'm
think-
just sort of disappearing and.
A lot of people need to do that more often, I think. It's important. And I know, like you said, you weren't going camping, but to me, when I take my truck camper, it's this 1979 fucking thing, and I just sit in it and I stare out the window. I don't need any music. I just like, it's just quiet and it's nice.
Yeah. No, I mean it's the best. I mean it's just such a different feeling than the day-to-day life, and it's like it's right there, and there's amazing places, and it's kind of fun because I've been posting basically kind of home
Yeah.
movies on YouTube, camping videos, but it's like, yeah, and I'm not like jumping around, and it doesn't matter like it's not like people are fucking watching them, but like it's kind of fun to, well, even with the drone photos, it's like it's just like nothing, but like how do you
But it
How do you
excites
take- how do
you.
you
That's
take-
all that fucking matter, you know?
no,
like-
but how do you take nothing and then whittle it down? And I mean, I think one of the first, I mean, I had this sofa and I was sitting there and I'm just like in my fucking head, I'm looking at the wood grain and I was just like, for the first time, I'm like, somebody actually like did this, and I was like, what's the story behind this arm on this couch? But yeah, I mean, I basically do the same route. It's like I drive from Vancouver to like,
You're in like the.
I'm not going to say my route.
I know.
but like
yeah, no,
but
I don't want you to
basically
give
the
that away.
driving. It's like, how do you fucking beat a dead horse? Well, it's not beating a dead horse, but it's just like there's something in everything, and I think that's what I like about
Even if
the
you're-
work that I do too. It's just like I
It's always different.
do this thing that like you wouldn't even think is anything, but it is something. And how do you celebrate or find value in nothing? And so I'm doing the same fucking drive, you know, and
Yeah,
like how can you just keep getting deeper and deeper and deeper into this
And you enjoy.
drive and keep either not making something fresh, but just like figuring out what's, I don't know. I mean, I've never really dissected it, but
That's but like when
I'm
you
not- yeah,
when you take that same road when you leave the city, you're like, like every time. Even though you take that same road to get to where you're going, you're just like, it feels
and
so
again,
good.
like, it probably boils down to, I mean, we talked a little bit about like trust and safety and shit, but like, yeah, I mean, the more you can sort of commit and
Because everything I've ever seen you do in life, you're like 100% full all the way in, and you take care of things that you want to be a part of. Till like,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's
what I see, like, for sure.
no, and I mean, I appreciate that, and I think I see that. I mean, I don't know if it's not necessarily healthy, and it probably doesn't come from a very good place, but like,
But
yeah, I mean, it's
everybody has
kind of all or
nothing.
nothing. But again, I don't know if it necessarily comes from a very like mentally healthy.
But I don't think
place.
it matters where we are, who we are at this
Well, it
point.
does.
That's it.
I mean, it does matter, and it's worth.
But I just don't think when, like, I'm a little bit younger than you, but I don't think I'm going to change too much of who I am as a person now.
No,
You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
not necessarily changing it, but understanding, like, and sometimes even for yourself, I think it's important to understand, like, why you are the way that you are, and like, let's say you got some fucking issues that you had when you were younger or
yeah,
whatever. It's still worth like
it travels into the future.
understanding why you are the way that you are, and not just being like, yeah, this is just me. And
Yeah, for sure.
that's that.
And it is fun learning stuff about myself, for sure, and learning about other people like yourself. That's why I want to do the podcast overall, and that's why it's rad to someone like you, my idol, big time, and then learning all this stuff that I never knew. When you first got
that guy after this.
when you first got your drone, did it open up your mind to so many new possibilities?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was just like, I mean, hopefully there's a kid in most people. I mean, it was just, it was so fun, and just like, you can put a camera, like, instead of just right here and right there, you can put it up there.
Like as high as you want, wherever you want,
Just
like
wherever you want, and so it was pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty. I don't really consider myself like droneophile, but for me, it's just like
I think you just
now I
added.
can put a camera like up there when I could.
I think it just added to your tool belt.
Yeah,
That's how I look at it. It's not like, oh, you just take fucking drone footage and take screenshots and stuff like that. Well, John.
Well, hold on, let me just finish that. But so I mean, the drones are cool, but like, what else was I gonna?
Go ahead, sir. I fucking cut you off.
No, it's okay. I just can't remember. I had a thought on that, and I was just like, probably doesn't even matter. But yeah, no, the drones have been fun. The drones, for me, like, the taking that there was a piece of my life where it was like taking drone photos. But again, I guess it's not really about the drones. It was more just about like being able to place a camera that.
Well, the thing.
But I think the drones do. Well, the photos that I was taking.
It pushed you like.
I'm still taking. Instagram just got like. Kind of turned into a bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
So it's that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the last couple of years there's just been a lot of like life stuff, but still taking those photos. And what I liked about those photos was it was the same thing of like. Again, I'm not going to fucking Iceland. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to like wherever. It was just like my
your,
daughter's in her day program. I'm running off to here, and it's nowhere. But like, how can I look at something that's right there that's accessible versus like you don't have to go to fucking
No.
Nigeria.
You're in your backyard. Just use what you got.
You know, and there's amazing things, and there's details, and there's things, and so that's what I liked about those photos, and that's what the drone kind of. Yeah, it was a good. It's a very good sort of tool for that. But even now, it's like it's also just it is kind of fun because it's just like a remote control car that's in the sky,
and you still have the ones. My favorite ones were when you started to like resize people's hands and it looked like you're holding people up and stuff like that. Like and those are all those photos are still on your Instagram.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just haven't really touched my Instagram. Kind of like moved over to YouTube a little bit more
Yeah.
because it was more.
Well, yeah,
Fitting.
Instagram's changed totally. I agree. There's yeah, I think we should do a collab too because you do a lot of like the rivers I've seen in some of the photos, but it'd be sweet I think if we did, as I do the topographical maps with the CNC, but it'd be sweet if we collabed one day. Thanks for coming, John. I love you, man.
Love you too.
He wants to be in there too. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Party on. Garth.